Hey everyone, Big Papa Voltbags coming at you with part 2 of our Heisenberg factory walkthrough. If you're just joining us, please make sure to check out part 1. Link is in the description. Today, you're going to see me explore every nook and cranny of this place, pulling out all the secrets, collectibles, and Lee there is to be had. You're also going to be treated to seeing me nail this area's ball puzzle on the first shot, I wish, and then getting lost on my way back to Duke. Classic stuff. Before I turn over the mic and get into the game footage, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and help me reach my goal of 10 subs strong. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitch at Big Papa Voltbags, say hi in the chat, and become part of the experience. Now let's go and pay Heisenberg a visit. Peace.
Welcome, Ethan.
Hello. So I am going to just basically sell you a whole bunch of crap, and if I am lucky enough, I can buy another upgrade to my stake, which is the whole purpose of this whole thing. I'm gonna sell one of those. I mean, I don't even really need any health.
Splendid! Do you know what it's worth?
Wow, I have got so much stuff.
Bits and bobs? I see. Please do take a look at my new stock. One moment, please.
So that's nice. So then I think the next thing we should do is... You know what? Why not just like beef it out?
This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
I always was wondered, what was the better thing to get? Was it rate of fire? Beggars can't be choosers,
Good
everybody.
day, then.
So, thanks for joining us. Right now, I am just starting my trek over to the altar. I'm going to be dropping off my my 4 pieces of my daughter in flasks. And then we're going to get into some Heisenberg factory action. So good timing. Oh, shit. I forgot I have to go and unlock it at the... So yes, folks, again, if you are just joining us, I am the most proficient gamer there is. I never make mistakes. I always get it right the first time, as you can clearly see.
What was that? What?
So second time is the charm.
What's going on?
So as we're heading down, one thing that kind of gets me a little bit, you know, in like classic Resident Evil games, whenever you're done using a key, it's like you have the ability to discard it. How come they did not do that in this game? Like, I really like the mechanic. I know there's like not a limit for how many things you can hold, and there's a big difference there, but just like a little subtle touch, like when you're scrolling through your inventory, it's like you constantly have to go through these keys that really serve no additional purpose. Minor gripe, but at least they didn't make it count towards your inventory, because then I'd be totally screwed.
Don't worry about the kid, Ethan. It'll be fine. Ha! Just get your ass across the bridge.
Yes, sir.
Ah! Ethan Winters. Welcome. I didn't think you'd make it past Daughter Moreau, but I suppose you survived worse back in America, hmm? I like you. I'd like to speak to you about Rose and Miranda. Oh, come on in. Don't worry. It's not a trap.
What are you planning?
It's a trap.
So, I remember when I first played this, I was going around looking for an eternity on all the crap that could possibly be in there. And it turns out there's really only like a... kind of... that sound kind of got me. Just a couple of pieces of scrap in these cars. I mean, if there's like one more thing that I completely missed, you know, feel free to let me know in the comment section. But I didn't really notice anything, and I scoured the heck out of that the first time. So before we go in there, let's just sort of skim around. Pretty sure one of those doors are locked right at the get-go. Yeah. So we got everything here. Let's head down. So I forget what streamer I was watching, but somebody said something pretty good. It was like, they really spent a lot of time in the trailers to advertise the castle and Lady D and her daughters. Would you have been as hyped to buy this game if they kind of made Heisenberg the center of focus? It's like these, you know, steampunk robot things that are the main, you know, antagonist. You know, I just sort of thought about it like that for a minute. I was like saying, you know what, maybe they're right. That's good marketing, and they really did a good job with the castle section. That's my favorite by far. I think anybody who plays this game would say the same thing. Ooh, look at that detail. So we gotta look behind this curtain and see what's back here.
What the hell? Mia?
Truth hurts, don't it? Let me guess. You're thinking, take me out like the others, and then he gets to go and save Rose, right?
I'm healing my daughter.
Look, you got this all wrong. Shut your fucking hole! Sorry about that. Take a seat. Listen, Ethan, you're being played.
What are you talking about? You think this is a game?
I said sit! Lady, supersized bitch. Ugly ass psycho doll. An embryonic freak. Don't you get it? It's a test. To see if you're strong enough to be a part of Miranda's family.
I don't want to be a part of Miranda's family.
Neither did I, but here we are. And I'm next in line, right? Kill me, move up the chain? Well, fuck that!
I don't give a damn about your personal issues. I just want to fix my daughter.
So do I. Do you have any idea how powerful that kid is? Even Miranda's scared of her. Last time, you freak, I swear to God! You and me, Ethan. Together, we can go save Rose, and we can use her to grind Miranda into paste.
My daughter is not a weapon. Fuck you!
Last chance. You don't want to find out what's in that hole.
I'll take my chances.
You're futile.
Damn it! Shit! A dead end. Damn it! What was that thing?
That would be a mutant that has a engine on his head, which is connected to a bunch of chainsaws. Which I didn't notice that until just now, that those are actually little chainsaws that are spinning around on him. So here, as like the run was advertising, 100% would mean I'm going through and I'm pulling out every single little trinket that there is. In this area here, there is a whole bunch of little scrap laying around, and actually like one little alternate path. Like right here, checking that car. So where the game wants you to obviously go up towards that ladder, you can go down here, and there's a few little goodies down here waiting for you. Mostly just scrap, but every little bit helps. I'm actually sort of going also through a run where you're using the minimal amount of health items you could possibly have. I think it's like they give you a leeway of 4. I used one accidentally just by being surprised at hitting the right bumper button, but I'm pretty good. I highly doubt with the rocket launcher you're going to be getting any need for health. Exhibit A. See? Blue, blue, blue.
This place is messed up. I've got to get upstairs.
So one achievement that you guys can get if you're trying to get all the little challenges in the game, you don't necessarily need to use the sniper rifle, but it's to shoot one of these guys off of the conveyor belt. If I can. Maybe it's easier to do with the pistol. There you go. So if you just do that, it's going to unlock you, I don't know if it's an achievement per se, or if it's just going to give you one of those challenge points for your multiple playthroughs to unlock your different items. Here we go. So obviously you can hear that Tiny is around someplace. Oh, there he is. Now before we go in, I'm just going to sell a couple of loose ends.
I've procured
Actually, you know
some
what?
new
I think I'm doing
items.
pretty good.
Have a wonderful adventure.
So at some point we're going to have to come back in here. Here's where you do your next little, ball puzzle. Since this is the last one, they try to make it a little bit trickier, but I'll show you, kind of what you need to do to get that guy down. I don't think there's anything else really in here. So yeah, that's just going to stay red until we physically get the piece, and again, I'll show you that in a little bit. So before we mess with him too much, let's this sort of reminds me of the last Freddy vs. Jason when they did the boiler room. They used that red light. So let's see what we're doing here. So obviously we're going to have a little bit of a dilemma here. Classic Resident Evil. You have to go and turn the power on. See, normally I feel really bad about using rocket launchers and stuff like this, but the purpose of this walk is to not demonstrate my skill with weapons. It's more just to kind of walk around, explore, take a look, make sure we get all the little secrets and goodies in here. So this room is clear. Okay, so this is going to become our best friend for most of this location here. Before we put it to good use, let's just go and poach a little bit. I'm pretty sure that was all that was in here. Now this room is like going to stay red for an eternity. We have to basically come back 2-3 times. I'm going to do it the slow and steady way to get all of the different trinkets, including the ball for the puzzle. That's going to be something that we're going to need. Oh, he kind of surprised me. I'm pretty sure that with like the second playthrough on the save, I had extra lockpicks, so that's really coming in handy. I don't have to kind of backtrack. But if this is your first time and you're figuring out how the heck do I get in there, I don't have any lockpicks. Later in the factory here, you know, they'll give you a few more to get in there, so, you know, don't worry. So this never is a good sign. So before we
Did he do this
wake
too?
him up, let's just take a good look at him. So he's got a nice big drill on his arm. Pretty cool. Look, you can even see his teeth. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure once we pop this sucker open, it's gonna get him going, so...
Surprise me anymore.
I am so shocked that that guy took 2 grenades to go down. What am I missing? So, if you weren't being a complete and utter noob like me right now, the way that you'd take that guy down, if you haven't played yet before, is you want to shoot him in his chest. And kind of the trick mechanic here is he is going to guard it with that drill. So now that we got this, I pass it, this mold here, this is why this little room is going to be our best friend. It's going to smelt us some different, you know, key-like equipment that we're going to need to progress.
Seems useful.
It's a horse. So what's going on over here? Okay, so we do have something here in this hallway. Let me just check. I feel like in one, I don't know if it's this one per se, but one of them has got like a gem just sort of hanging out on the wall somewhere. Yeah. Let's see how we do. This we can't access yet. Here is another lockpick situation. So again, there are a couple in this area. You may have one coming into this section of the game. Yeah, there you go. That's all we needed. So don't worry if you're saying, oh my god, I'm trying to get this last few items here. Where do I go? What do I do? So this is your choice. Some people like to leave these things going. Me, it doesn't really do anything, especially with the level of difficulty. Come on. There you go. Even though I've probably thrown away 1,000 bullets, I have like my last 6. So to stop these, yeah, just shoot the red spot. If you didn't do what I did, you could actually bait these guys into knocking themselves repeatedly by these gear mechanisms. Yeah, right, let's see. Whoa! Second shot. So, if you're always in this room and there's like one thing that you could never find, I'm willing to make a bet it was these explosive rounds. That was something that kind of hung me up a few times when I was playing through. Something kind of interesting, I don't know if you caught that. After I hit the guy in the back with the rocket launcher, the guy in the front, he slowly started to turn into like that ash. And I bet you that like there's a delay in the damage that builds up. Alright. See, nice and blue. Just another one of those things. Make sure you always look in your corners. I mean, that's... By this point, I'm sure everybody that's watching has played a Resident Evil game before. Your corners are your friends. Of course you are. So let's see here. Who's got bad vibes? So that's pretty cool, right? We're back right where we started. Now, you would have to use a pipe bomb here if you didn't have the grenade launcher here. But I'm pretty sure in one of these barrels down here, they give you one if you don't have a pipe bomb. So let's sort of pretend like we don't have one, just for fun. So, okay. We're missing that. We're missing something in here. So, let's pretend we don't have the rocket. We can't just blow a hole in that door. Okay. Oh. This is another one of those things. If you're always like seeing red in your map and you have no idea why, I'm willing to make a bet it's this guy here. They do such a good job blending in that you just walk past them sometimes. Okay, so now we got to get in that door. How are we gonna do that? Medical Soldier, Soldat, version 1.0. Fully grown male corpse used. Removed heart and implanted Kadu.
Muscle stimulation via electrical shock was successful. Brain dead, so no high cognitive ability. Only moves by destructive instinct. Then stops. Mechanical soldier. Soldat version 1.01. Attached headgear to the cranium. Electrodes confirm stable brainwaves. Experiment 1. Lichen fight. Was dismantled and eaten within 3 minutes. Issues with destructive and murderous capabilities. Mechanical soldier soldat version 1.10. Replaced lower part of arm with drill. Not enough output for effective movement. Need live bodies, perhaps? Mechanical soldier soldat version 1.15. Implemented Kadu reactor into chest. Output greatly increased. Experiment 2. Lichen fight. Destroyed 3 lichen in 1 minute. Good results, but issues with reactor durability. May stop functioning if the reactor is destroyed. So, that's actually a pretty good little note there. I don't think I've ever read it in that depth and focused on it until just now. Okay, so I remember earlier we saw the magic word of we need to have a cog, and we now got a plate for that cog. So we're going to head back over, and we are going to just open my door. That's a habit in Resident Evil games for me. I always like to open my door. I did see that there was something hiding, though. Let's take a quick gander around. Okay. So if anybody's wondering, like, you know, what's the real significance of that, I believe that the map, all it really does is put the names of certain rooms on the map. So now you know, where the foundry is, where the operating room is, where Heisenberg's quarters are. Now, for any veterans that are watching and you see operating room, does that not make you think of Resident Evil 2 and the autopsy room, like the morgue in the basement of the police center? So now we got all of our goodies, and we're going to head back to Mr. Foundry. See, that's what he'll do. He'll block himself, but if you can get that arm down, that's how you would do it. Oh, whoops. I forgot I got rid of all my handgun ammo, so much for kind of demonstrating it a little bit more efficiently. Okay, so now let's go and get our cogwheel.
Could use this.
Okay, so let's go back. You know what? Let me think. I think this way is just going to be the quickest way. I'm always like a creature of habit where I always go the same path even though it takes me half a mile out of the direction. I always have to, you know, backtrack myself. Okay, so now in order to do this puzzle, we're going to take our good friend Mr. Cog. We're going to stick him right in here.
such a disappointment. I thought we could join forces against that bitch Miranda. Truly, truly disappointed. She took me. Took us to be her children. She locked us away in the village. Decades of being forced to serve her. Can you even understand that humiliation? I'm not like my siblings. I want nothing more than to be free of that bitch. So I need power. I need enough power to destroy her. These are the fruits of my power. The strong will destroy the weak. That's the way of the world. You should have never refused me, Ethan.
What a freak.
So I'm just gonna check really quick just to make sure I did not miss a gem. I think there was one somewhere around here. I mean, this level to me kind of like blurs together a bit. You know, I'm sure we're going to come upon it. Sometimes these things kind of just jump out at you like, you know. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's see what else is hiding around the bend for us. Here's another one of those cases that, again, if you're just sort of like walking through, you completely are gonna miss it. But you know, they come in handy. You know, if you're not looking to use the grenade launcher, you're just looking to kind of play around. You know, all this stuff is like very, very important. In the corner there was a couple of explosive rounds if you missed it. So now we're not going to go through that door yet. We're just going to keep walking a minute. See how there's this little room down here. If you kind of go the way that the path wants you to go, you'd miss it. Let me see, is this the one that has it hidden up there? Yep. See, that's like the stuff I'm talking about. I don't think I can reach it with the knife. That's what we're after, folks. That's what we're after. We want the money. Daddy likes his steak. That was really clever, I'd say. Papa. So some people have commented and asked me about my my handle, Big Papa Volt bags, and I've mentioned it before, but you know, as I was hanging out with my friends back in the heyday, we'd always used to come up with stupid nicknames for each other, and you know, my last name does have Volt in it. So, kind of started as just, you know, Volt bags, and then the, you know, Big Daddy Volt bags, Big Papa Volt bags. That sort of was the one that stuck. You know, kind of like my, you know, I'm like probably one of the dorkiest, you know, people out there, but to have like this real hardcore, like gangster sounding name, you know, like Big Papa Volt bags. sort of like, you know, just poked fun at the whole thing. It's like my polar opposite. So there we go. I wonder how Jay Marone knows about Big Papa Volt bags. Because I obviously clearly have never met him before ever in my life. Now, Jay Marone is one of my best buds from the time we were young tots. Doing all things young mature adults are not supposed to do. So I'm sort of wandering around. I know that there's like I believe it's like a ammunition, like a handgun ammo or something back here. So bear with me. Oh, wait a second. No, I think I know which one I'm missing. Here it is. I think that's version 1.10 there. Yeah, I guess like right now I'm kind of getting a little bit more into the gameplay. I'm not really talking as much as I would normally, but really the whole purpose of, you know, doing this is just to kind of rekindle those parts of your life when you know, maybe were in your teens, your early 20s, and you just like to sit on the couch, you know, smoke something, hang out with your buddies, just sort of watch one of your friends playing video games, you know. Look at that little turd nugget. So just to give you guys kind of a point of reference here, we're going to do that in a second, but here, the wall that I was at, I'll stand at it and I'll just hold my map on it so you guys can see it. So when you enter this room, you're just going to stare at this wall straight ahead of you. Hope you guys have got that. So yeah, for years, you know, just hanging out in friends' backyards, going inside, putting on the Xbox or, you know, whatever your generation was. So in this area, here's another little secret. Now you could completely walk past it and it's fine, but there's a lot of money hidden on the other side. So how do we get the money that's completely locked off? Let's wake up A-hole here. Here he comes. Now I do believe you get a challenge achievement for doing that as well, so look at this. Yes, I will. Oh, and you. I do to you and you and you. So look at that. That last little honey pot there cleansed us of all our little lookings. Okay, so now I think it's time for us to kind of turn back around and go down the intended path, which was to turn on the power. But these look so pretty. Let me get rid of those first. So now that we restored power, another fun secret is, see that little twinkle up there, guys? Yeah, that's one that used to really bake my biscuit. Now, did I get everything back there? I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. Let's see. Let's take our time, see what's going on. Nice and blue. We're doing good. This was like a little bit of a pain in the butt for me to not necessarily find all the stuff in, but it's like, you know, where the hell do I go hallway? Version 1.0 my ass.
You again?
Whoa! Okay, we got everything here. I don't think he actually bursts through at you, so the whole threat factor is pretty minuscule. Let's call Tiny Tim. Let's get him here. We can check out our map. Let me just do a quick check, see if I have anything worth selling. I mean, honestly, I think I'm doing pretty good. I can sell off some of the flashbangs or whatever that was I had back there. So this guy here, don't sell it. I will show you what we're going to do with that in a little bit. This is actually one of those two-parter combiners. So if you hang on to this guy where you're only going to get 7,000 Li now, you're going to get so much more if you just kind of hang on to it and
Your coin.
see what happens. So what did I say I wanted to get rid of? Didn't I say I had like a flashbang or something? There it is.
Ah. I've procured some new items for you, Mr. Winters.
So at least I got this thing up to full power, but you know, I really want to get this thing completely gone. At that point, you know, when you want to have a pretty fun walkthrough, get all your speed achievements.
I've procured some new items for you, Mr. Winter. Do let me know if you find anything else of value.
So let's just keep going forward.
Got a long way to go.
Looks like you can only really snipe those guys down with a small arm. Okay. Alright, so let's see.
Miranda thinks we're nothing but children. Oh, she doesn't care for us. No. She's long lost all her humanity. I must destroy her.
I don't give a shit about your family drama.
Yum, yum, yum. So see this cage up here? Make sure you get that cage. Otherwise, you're always going to be looking for one last stupid thing. And chances are that little cage right before you enter the section with this big drill up here, that's probably what it is. Oh, there it is. So on the drill they have a couple of gems, which is a kind of a cool, cute touch, you know, like they're drilling and they're pulling up some goodies from the earth. Oh, and by the way, what I just took out of there, I grabbed it really quick, was a lockpick. So earlier I had mentioned that there were a few things that you'd be saying, oh, where the hell do I, get my lockpicks from? One of them you can find right here in this this cabinet. And we got everything. That was the last item. So I'm going to go forward. This is where, if it was you, you can get in the elevator. You can go back to one of those places that have the chests in them, or the locks, the little refrigerator. You will be going back there again later in the game, so that's kind of a waste. But that one little drawer, that desk drawer by where the mechanical pistons are, that's the one that, you will pass it kind of in the future, but another little secret for you guys here. And this is what I'm talking about. Let's get all that jewel goodness. Fills our little baby souls. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we can make this work. I mean, clearly I'm gonna kick whatever ass gets between me here and there. But these are the easiest things to use to shoot lights. So this giant, I guess, engine here, turbine maybe you can call it. That one little red light I shot out, there's a whole bunch of those around. But something's telling me that if we keep going, something's not going to want us to shoot them. But if you're like looking to kind of get through this area pretty easily, shoot what you can now before you cross the threshold of engaging any enemies. See, they do a pretty good job of blocking you, but right when you're walking in, you can kind of squeeze right through. Yeah, like you're not going to be able to hit it there. So to get everything in the room, just come down this way before you follow the winding path upward. Should also give you a good angle on this one light. There you go.
Another one?
There are our little... Here's some scrap hanging out for you right here for the taking. And we're going to come over here and get this case. So if you don't have the rocket launcher and you try to do this, I mean, you're going to be running up, down, left, and right. It can get pretty tense. Like I said, it's so much fun to kind of run around like me and just sort of cheese everybody. Everybody's got to do that at least once when you have this game. You work so hard to unlock things and kind of reaping the rewards. So here we go. We got one last light we got to shoot out. Okay, so before we go, I'm just going to take a quick scour around just to see if I missed anything. I remember this was a little bit of a pain in the butt with finding every last item. You know, most of which, like, when you're actually playing this, you don't even, you know, need it, per se. But, let's see. See, I got that stuff. Got this stuff over here. I got that. You know what I think it is? I think it's actually all the way at the tippity top. And I'm just sort of wasting my time. Oh. Or maybe that was it. Color me a moron, everybody. So, absolutely. Always make sure you're checking your corners. That was one corner I missed, and it kind of forced me to have to backtrack. So this is where we came in originally. So the one item I missed was if you kind of come in here, and instead of heading all the way over here, right when you walk in, you know, check the ground. Okay, so let's head up and see what surprises await for us here. Does anybody ever ask themselves, like, what the heck was the purpose of building this thing like this? And there is nothing here. I remember I was like, oh, there should be a few surprises. Nope. There is something in here. Let's see. Okay, so now we can see very clearly that without that map we would not know that this was the grinder shaft and this was the ventilation duct. But now we know. Now we know. Before we look at that, let's go in our drawer, get our chem fluid, and that was all the secrets in that space. Soldot enhancement. Soldot jet. Attached a jetpack on head stabilizers to a Soldot. Greatly improves mobility. Experiments prove limited flight capabilities. No long distance flight, but now possible to navigate rugged terrain. Soldot enhancement. Soldot Panzer. Attached aluminum alloy shield to the Soldot to protect chest reactor from exposed flesh. Experimentation proves he is invincible against regular firearms. Armor doesn't hold up against strong blasts. Further development is needed. So that's a nice little tip to tell us that, you know, short of having this little guy or pipe bombs or your run-of-the-mill you know, landmines, you are going to have to do some biz to take those guys out. So I don't know how much of a secret this was. I thought this kind of jumped right out at me. But yeah, that little pathway here, you just move that card out of the way and slip through. Just keep going. And I wonder what could be in here. The ball mold. So now we can go and mold our balls. That's probably what Jay Marone is doing right now. He's ball molding. So I remember the first time I had this, I was so eager to just run back to the elevator, but you know what? We're going to be patient. We're going to have our moment in the sun. So something is telling me, with the red flashing light, we're going to have a problem.
Shit, that was close.
Don't forget your little gem guy up here. And that's pretty much it. There was just that one little secret gem, but you know, that's all it takes, man. It just takes like one little tiny gem to, you know, keep you questioning, did I get everything? Okay, so here we just gotta walk around to the right side. Take our time. Little chem action. And I think we've got everything here. Let's go up to Mr. Elevator.
She'll start her ceremony with your rose. If that happens, it's all over. For your kid. And for the whole village. But don't worry. I'll stop it. I'll use Rose to kill Miranda. Poor Papa. You're the only one who doesn't see your kid's power.
Take Rose? I'd like to see you try.
Did anybody catch the Papa reference in there? Hell yeah. So earlier when I was describing my my moniker there, Big Papa Volt Bags, it all kind of originated with fun from my youth, just friends making up funny names for each other. And Big Papa Volt Bags are sort of stuck, but you know, nowadays I actually am a papa of a 3-year-old, so I kind of have, I guess, the full circle papa reference. It's kind of funny how gaming changes from like one time when you're, you know, a snot-nosed kid, and then you get your teenage phase where your motor skills are a lot better, and you get more competitive with it. And then, like, you know, now at this point, I just sort of use video games as a relaxation tool. I mean, my favorite genre of all is the survival horror games. Resident Evil, probably among the top. But, just something relaxing about kind of hanging out. My little man cave down here. Everybody's asleep. And, if anything, I guess kind of Twitch and YouTube are ways of me sharing that moment with the world. Maybe there's some other people out there that fit that mold. Everybody's in bed, Just want to unwind. Maybe you're too tired to play the game yourself. Had a long day. People busting your balls. Yeah, just hang out. Watch me get my ass kicked. Hopefully once we get a larger audience, you know, it'll be a lot more participation. You know, I do better when people are engaging me. Alright, so keep in mind, people, what we got now is we have gotten our ball mold. And we also have the mold for a key that we're going to need. So we're going to use that key in a couple of places. One of them, I believe, is Heisenberg's, like, main quarters, I think as it's called. And the other one is that room, the operating room.
You wish to make a purchase?
No, I wish to sell some shit. Let's see. Let's get rid of all this. But remember, we're going to hold on to that puppy. That's going to bring us some good coin once we find the other half. I don't want to spoil what it's going to...
I will.
What it's going to be yet. You know, chances are, if you're watching, you know, you've already seen what that is. But for those of you that haven't...
Anything else of value?
Oh, another interesting thing to tell you is if you're always missing one stupid goat statue, the way that you'd find that goat statue is it's in here on one of these cross beams. So I remember I would watch tutorials on people that would, you know, go up and down the elevator and pick it off really quick. You can't get it this way, but in one of these instances, when you're standing outside the elevator, you can look up and you could just get the angle to pop it once.
It's dark.
It's a little too rough. Yeah, Jay Marone. I am gonna crush your ass. For anybody watching that's into some pretty cool chill music, check out Jay Marone. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Really talented musician. So I'm just gonna check my map quick and see where we gotta go. I think this area intentionally messes with your equilibrium so that you don't know where you're going. But basically we gotta get back to that room with the furnace. Probably going the complete wrong way. Where the heck is that stupid room? Yeah, it is on B4. Why am I going up? I think I had to go down the stairs, not up the stairs. Oop, this way. Oh, let me see. Am I in B4 yet? Yeah, I didn't want to go up here. I wanted to go down. That's what I wanted to do. Usually that green light there I kind of use as like a reference tool just to kind of keep me focused. Again, I was kind of falling off the point. But this is like a section that they've, I think, intentionally made for you to feel confused. Doctor said I need a backiotomy. If anybody knows the reference to that, you know, please share it in the comments. I know what it was. This is another one of those moments that take me back. The amount of time and effort I invested in that movie at one time. Remember that the Sir Smokes-a-Lot rhyme? I want to talk to Samson. Send me to the moon like that bitch Alice crammed in. Because it's hard being black and gifted. Fun times. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to get the ball. Let me do that too quick. I almost forgot. Okay, so let's go this way before we go and do the ball puzzle. We're gonna go into Heisenberg's main quarters here and use the key. One of those rooms that if you didn't have the grenade launcher would hold you back. Get your scrap. Get your Lee. And this is what we were waiting for, folks. The other mechanical part that we need. Let's get our shaft ready. Oh. Moving too fast here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna combine that. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. We got Heisenberg's hammer, folks. So I feel like every time I jump down here, I always have to backtrack because I've made a mistake. But you know what? I'm going to make the mistake again. Let's just jump down. If anything, we're taking the long way. We're gonna eventually have to do that ball maze. So if I am en route back to there, then so be it. is it? Where is it? See, here's where we put the crank in. We're getting close. Oh, this is gonna kill me. I always lose my bearings around here. Bear with me as I roam around like a blithering idiot. Now where's your brother? Don't you come in pairs? No. Where the heck do I go for that elevator? Okay, so I think I just went into a big giant circle. You know, I'm pretty sure we can get to him this way. Make it a bit easier for ourselves. Like I said, I'm a creature of habit and going to the same place over and over again. Oh, but you know what? I forgot. We got the power back onto this joint. Let's go and check it out. So the operating room, folks. Hold on to your butt regions. It's gonna get real. Here's your other lockpick. So for those of you worried about where is my lockpicks, you actually have to wait till like toward the end of the level, get into this operating room, find it here. Oh, look at him. So, I'm not sure if that brings you the Magnum or some pretty good piece to the
Medical
Magnum
lock.
there.
Revitalization surgery. This is my 18th attempt. The subject is Oscar the stable boy, 20 years old. He fell down the well while drunk. Body is in good condition. Chest incision complete. Now to remove the heart and vital organs and implant the control device. Excellent. Cadeau has begun adhering to the nervous system. It's progressing even faster than before. Seems upping the ratio of meta-albumin in the artificial blood was the right choice. Now to pass a current through the brainstem using 6,600 volts. Come on. It has to work this time. Yes. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Wonderful! My creation! At last! I'll get that bitch yet.
He used explicit language. And this is where we snuck around and saw this guy for the first time. Oh, so that's pretty nifty. So when you go in there, if you can hold out, you can use your lockpick right there, so that it's pretty convenient. So I forgot the way to get back to Large and in Charge Man. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say screw it. I'm just going to progress as if I'm progressing forward. And then we're going to eventually run into the elevator. We could always take it down quick. Okay, just let me get my bearings here. Okay, so that's the little secret compartment room that we can't normally get into. It's our loot room. Is it this way? Okay, we're getting close. I remember always seeing that stupid... It's like, I want to get here. Let me see. Is it that I have to go down? See, what a breath of fresh air. So we finally made it by not making it, people. So now that we got the silver ball, let's go and do that now, get that out of the way. So you go to B4, and it's right outside the door. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do the little gyroscope action, get them to go through. So when you hit the R2 or right, you know, or left bumpers, you know, you're able to help steer the whole shebang, and that kind of makes it a little bit makes it a little bit easier for you to like kind of see where you're going, as I clearly can't see what I'm doing right now. I'll tell you, man, I give so much kudos to people who are streaming and can hold rational conversations and be playing any game. Oh, gosh. That wasn't even me. It screwed me. Alright. What? It kind of glitched through the cage there for a sec. Alright, game face, Volt Bags. You can do it. I need all 2 of you in the room to cheer me on. Oh, come on. No. Oh, man. If you see, like, stream has ended, it's, because I threw my controller through the television screen. Oh, come on! That was so cheap. So cheap! They should have an achievement, like, if you can get these, balls to, you know, get through within a certain amount of time. I would love to see it be like 1 second shy of like a person's best time and how much it must frustrate them. Okay, all seriousness, let's do this. So I know it is an excuse, but yes, it is getting late. I am a full-time worker with a little 3-year-old, and the wife is a given. Get in there! Oh my god. How great would it be if you had a stream or a video and it was just somebody doing this for like 3 hours? What? Oh, come on. That was so lame. Now, I was trying so hard to, like, pitch it so that it wouldn't roll off the edge, and it just rolled off anyway. I can't get mad, though. It was, it's my lamage. Oops. Ah, I hit the wrong trigger. Ah, okay. This is like one of those moments where if you were like an established YouTuber or streamer, it's like, listen, if you donate me $5, I promise I will do this for you. Waiting for my moment, people. Oh, wrong button. But I held on to it. Yes. Get in there, the bus is there. Okay, we got this. We got this. Oh. We did it, people. We did it. Oh. Imagine at that point the credits roll. It's like game over.
Shall I choose something for you?
You can buy this from me. And check this thing out, man. That was like 7,000, I think it was before. Now it's 25. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, hold on. That was 7,000 before. Now it's 45,000. Worth waiting, people.
Aha! I've procured some new items for you, Mr. Winters.
You might have enough just to do one more thing now. Let's see.
Leave this to me.
Let's see.
Delighted to. One moment, please.
All right, we just did some good work, people.
Please come again.
Okay, so before we go down this path, there was another little secret here, which you might not be aware of. So if you jump down in here, it's like the little secret pipe here. And it just brings you to a couple of other random things, like me personally. What am I going to get rid of? Probably should have sold this with the Duke, but I was in a bit of a hurry. Plus handgun rounds are really not that prestigious, really. Okay, so we got all of our fun trinkets there. So how the heck do we get back? Remember, Mr. Ethan, look up. So this whole time we were here, there was always like one little thing that made it look like we missed something. That was it. We have to go down this conveyor belt in order to pick up that last stone. So now we can do the do. Actually, let me just check one more time and see if I need to pitch some more stuff. Yeah, let me get rid of some shotgun ammo.
If
Might
it's
as well make
just
some
a
money off of
window
it.
shop away.
There it was. Those.
I look forward to seeing the fruits of your exploration.
You really are a tough one. But I'm tired of chit-chat. Time to die. You can hear it, can't you? Someone's waiting for you.
Just a whole bunch of little goodies in here, guys. Make sure you just look around. And let's see. Do I get everything minus the note? Okay, let's go take a look and I'll read the note for you. Okay. Prototype. Strum. Used a cheap turbo-propel engine, but he's impossible to control. All he does is charge. Too much power output from the reactor. Completely invincible head-on. But the dumbass managed to chop his own darn arms off on the propeller. Also issues with overheating from running for too long periods of time. Conclusion, a complete failure. Well, doesn't matter what he is with this thing, it doesn't matter. So let's see. What's hiding for me behind this door? Did I get all my little treats? Yes, I did.
I don't have time for this bullshit. Out of my way!
Ethan, he's invincible. Head on. Now, is there a way to dodge that first damage? Because I feel like I've done this 50 times and I can never avoid getting hit the first time. Oh. Where the heck is he?
Now stay down.
So obviously he's a lot harder when you are not using a rocket launcher, and I know this. But look at how much is still intact wall-wise. I've never seen it this intact before. So in this room, if you're gonna poach it, there's like a whole bunch of handgun ammo along the walls here. Like, let's see. There's a mine here, and then I think there's some pistol ammo. Did I get everything? Yeah. So not too much stuff, but, you know, if you're going for every little square inch of everything. So before you leave, there is one more place for you to go and check. Oh, and yeah, by the way, here, look, you can get Heisenberg cigar. Kind of funny. Miranda is abominable. Her deceit knows no bound. We're merely a bunch of failed Kadu experiments to her. I was just lucky I had an affinity to the stuff than the other poor schmucks in the village. So she still calls me her son. What a joke. I'll never forgive her for what she has done to me. That crazy bitch has never been right in the head. She can't see the difference between experiment and family. Miranda didn't just change my body. She took my dignity. If I don't kill her, then my life will never be my own. Still, she may be crazy, but she's also powerful. She can turn into anyone using the Megamycete. The trick is that brat Rose. If I could access her power, then maybe... Speaking of, the kid's dad, Ethan, has a pretty interesting body himself. Maybe I could get him to help me out. So, after reading that note, duck down, there's this one last little vent here where you guys can get, your herb, chem fluid, some scrap, and also, if you haven't gotten all of the goats for your achievement, one of those little bobbing goats are in here as well. So, let's get out of here. I think I'm pretty sure I got everything. Yeah. Let's head out the door and see what's behind it for us. One way down. Okay, one last little tidbit here. Before I climb, it's always worth just looking around. Like here, I don't think it's anything that elaborate, but, we want to make sure we get everything so you have a full 100% completion. Okay, nothing down this way. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, but I just, out of habit, Resident Evil, can I say, you always look in every corner regardless of what a map tells you. Yep, nothing here either. So remember, this was the door when we first walked in that was locked when we first came to the factory?
What the?
Not bad. Not bad, Rangers. You're persistent. But I've got a rebellion. So stay out of my way.
That bastard. Damn it again.
Yes, Ethan. Again. I think even Capcom was kind of trolling some of Ethan's lines, and how he always gets his hands cut off and all that other fun stuff. It's how this guy could just keep having a series of bad luck.
I told you to leave it alone, Ethan. You are in the way.
What do you care, Chris? You killed my wife, you son of a bitch!
You think I killed Mia? That wasn't her. It was Miranda.
What?
She's a bioweapon. She changed her appearance and pretended to be Mia. Seems she also survived being shot, so now I'm here to finish the job.
Bullshit! Why don't you fucking tell me right away?
Because I knew you would want to be involved. And this job is hard enough without civilians getting in the way.
Why us, Chris? What the hell is going on?
All right, Ethan. All right. I guess I owe you an explanation. Hand me that wrench. Long story short, Miranda's fucking insane. In this village, all these monsters and freaks, this is her life's work. Some sort of crazy experiment with the mold.
The mold. Like Louisiana. God damn it. All this time, I thought I could save my family. I can't escape from here. I can't do anything!
That might not be true. Take a look at this. My men sent those pictures a few minutes ago.
Miranda.
Keep looking.
Rose. Holy shit, we gotta go!
Relax, my men are monitoring the situation.
But they have my daughter.
You don't get it, Ethan. You don't stand a chance against Miranda by yourself. I will stay down here and finish planting explosives. You take that elevator. I'll meet you topside. I promise you, we will get your daughter back. Together.
Damn straight we will. And when I find Miranda, she's a dead woman.
All right, Ethan. Then you take this, and do me a favor. Try to stay under the radar.
Can't turn back now.
Okay, so before we jump on that that craft, what we're gonna do is do a little bit of poaching around. I know that there's like one, I think there's like one random either scrap or health or something around here. Let's see. We'll take a look. And yeah, that was it. To Hound Wolf Squad. The sweep of the factory is complete. No proof of any connection with the organization. Guess this is just wasn't our lucky day. I did manage to get my hands on a number of documents disclosing some of Miranda's experiments, which support our previous theories. She seems to have infected herself with the metamycete, which has granted her a number of abilities, including mimicry. She can control her cells and transform herself to look like anyone or anything. She disguised herself as Mia and infiltrated the Winters' home. Her objective was clearly to kidnap Rose. Maybe she thought she could control Rose easier if she looked like her mom. When we attacked, it put a little damper on her plans, so she mimicked a corpse. She then revived herself in the transport truck, killed everyone on board, and took off with Rose. Things didn't go the way she had originally planned, but in the end, she still got what she wanted. Until now. It's time to rendezvous and blow this place sky high. This might turn into a fight with Heisenberg, but I think I found something useful. He left one of his little toys laying around, and it's even made from metal polymer composite, which he can't control. Time to turn the tables. Alpha. So something I kind of thought was a little interesting was, of all the things that he could have, Heisenberg, could have left behind, was something that was his exact weakness. And we're just going to do a quick save here.
Metal polymer composite, huh? Time to fight fire with fire. I'm coming, Rose.
Where did the merchant go?
You're like a goddamn cockroach! You think you can take me on? Fine.
Yes.
This will be my warm-up before I kill that bitch. Let's settle this. Man, a man. Your corpse will be another addition to my army. Having fun? So this is the power Father loved, huh? That won't hurt, I promise. Coward! In the face of my steel glory! Guess I do have to thank
I
that
missed.
bitch Miranda for this. I'll kill her with the power she gave me. That's what I call being a good son! Nice! Very nice! You know how I felt, spending years under the bitch's thumb. The villagers are nothing but a bunch of worthless peons. I'm a goddamn freedom fighter! I'll use your cute little arm to become more powerful than ever! Poor boy, stop using my hand-me-down! The clock is ticking. Don't act over. That boulder punching asshole! But you're first! Too bad I'm your only fan! Come on! I'll die like the world's watching! You really should have taken my deal. You'll be Rose in the afterlife. Rose's power is one. Right after I murdered them. This can't be the end for me! I must kill her!
Ethan? I heard explosions. What the hell happened?
I dealt with Heisenberg. Now I'm gonna find Miranda and get Rose back.
Not without me. It's too dangerous. Wait there, you hear me? Ethan?
Rose?
Ethan! Ethan, respond!
Mia?
Our child. She's so important, isn't she?
She's everything to me.
And mine to me. With Heisenberg gone, you've lost your lead. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but I'm saving Rose.
You'd never know, do you? Even when I took Mia's place in your home. Poor Ethan.
Who are you? Where's Rose? Miranda.
Enough. Remember Evelyn and her power over them all? Rose is her successor. No. Rose is Evelyn's true, complete form. She will grow to fully control the masses. And I must have her.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch!
Calm yourself. Rose will be saved. The Megamycete catalogs all of us. However, she will be reborn as my daughter.
She's my child, not yours. Where are you? Show yourself!
Why did Rose come to be? Was it because of her parents? And you are truly a special case. But I've learned all I can from you. Your worth as a lab rat has run out.
Miranda! You coward! Come out and face me!
Don't worry. Your death will come quick. You will join the Megamycete's records. I will make sure to sample your blood for later. Once dawn breaks, the ceremony will be complete, and I will become her true mother, bound for eternity in blood. I've waited so long. But dreams really can come true. Vessel or not, I can't wait to see my true child again.
Well, not too bad. Having a grenade launcher really made that easy. But that is good old Heisenberg's factory. So
Captain, I've confirmed the death of Ethan Winters. I wasn't able to retrieve the body, but I've recorded evidence.
Share your screen, and I'll go over the situation. My team and I were careless. Yesterday, we took down the transformed Miranda, but we didn't kill her.
Who knew she could fake being a corpse?
Since Miranda could have infected Ethan, I forcefully took him and Rose with us. But the vehicle they were riding in was attacked. When I got to the wreck, Ethan and Rose were gone. The last time I was able to contact Ethan, I heard Miranda's voice. She murdered him, and she is not gonna get away with it. God damn it, when does it end?
What's that, sir? The mission?
All of it. 3 years trying to put this thing in the ground. 3 years too long.
We'll get her, Captain. The squad's ready for you.
So BSAA got here already? They didn't waste any time?
Mission adjustment?
No, doesn't change anything. Terminate Miranda and rescue Rose. That's the mission. And failure's not an option.
Let's have some fun, people. Like old times.
Move out.
Roger.
Okay.
K9, I want to know what the hell BSAA is doing here. Find out what you can.
Roger that. I'm on it.
Been a while since we fought together, Captain. When was it last? The desert?
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though.
Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
All right, guys, I think we're going to cut it off here at this point. So thank you so much for Jay Marone and for those who have joined us here in tonight's stream. Maybe tomorrow night we could pick it back up with Chris's little bit of the game there and maybe finish up with Mother Miranda. So, you know, I would like for you to try to follow me. You know, check out my Twitter, check out my social media. And thanks again. This is Big Papa Voltbag saying take care.